I've been super stressed working on my subathon.
Twitch.tv/Elizabeth.
So I decided that I just kind of want to make my eyelids move when I look around, because that's not that hard to do, actually. Every time I import my model into Blender, it kind of just freezes. I think it's just because of how much rigging I've... Okay, yep, okay, well, okay. We're finally here. Hi, there's me. That's pretty cool. So there's two ways to rig eyes. There's blend shapes and then there's bones. My model has bones for eye rigging, but I don't use them because if you use blend shapes, it's a lot easier to do eyelid movement. If you look at my eyes closely, you can see that I actually do have eyelid movement right now, but I plan on amping it up a lot more because I want that kind of cartoony effect, you know? So we're gonna scroll through my shape keys on the right and you'll see I look up, I look up, I look in, all of those. All of those control the way that my eyes move right now. Every single movement is dictated by all 8 of those different variables. And as you can see, if I adjust the value of this, it makes my eyelid move. But I want to kind of tune it up a little bit. I'm literally just going to remove my eyes from my face. So hopefully it turns out well. This way I'll be able to adjust like the eyelid and the inside of the eye and everything without having to worry about moving around the iris and highlight and stuff and ruining that. The great part about working on my model is that I don't really have to care about the specific numbers too much because my model is already not symmetrical, so it doesn't really matter that much. This is what's fun about 3D modeling is that like I can't do this with my real face and the rigging doesn't actually support it through the iPhone, but in Blender I have no such limitations. Obviously I want to make my face a little bit more cartoony, but I also want to try and stay within the boundaries of reality a tiny bit. Part of the secret of being semi-realistic is that I'm stretching the boundaries that already move. Your eyelids move when you look around, but the corners of your eyes don't. I want to try to keep the corner of the eye relatively stationary while the rest of the eyelid moves a dramatic amount. Another part of 3D modeling is undoing literally everything you just fucking did and then doing it over again. So I think I'm done with the work. All I have to do is click on my eyes, shift click on my face, and then join them. Now all the shapes are merged back together, so all of the rigging is the same again. Alright, let's see how this new eye rigging looks. You can't really tell on the surface, but hopefully when I look around, it should be a lot more noticeable. I'm gonna do some calibration just to make sure. So we have up, left, right, and down. And I know down doesn't really work that well because it kind of closes the eyes, but that's like an iPhone thing. That's not my fault. It's a pretty small update, but my model isn't made of a ton of big updates. It's just a bunch of really small ones that have accumulated over the course of the past year and a half. That's okay. You know, not everything you do has to be the biggest and greatest thing you've ever done. The best things are made of a lot of little small contributions. You don't have to do everything at once. And that's a message to me in the future, not to you. No, I think it's fair to say you would also die if you were beheaded or had a wooden stake driven through your heart. I'm pretty sure that you would die too. That doesn't mean I'm a vampire.